And welcome to a new video. I feel that this video is gonna be a special one. And you know why? First of all, we're back in the French area, which is my hometown and also the home of Colette. As you can see, she's back with us, which is pretty nice because I haven't hung out with her enough over the last month, actually. Missed you, Colette, really missed you. And yeah, we're down here because DJI is releasing a brand new FPV drone. And when they told me about the fact that they released a new FPV drone, I was like, my most viewed video ever on YouTube is from the first DJI FPV, and I think now it got over 4 million views, and it's still one of my favorite videos of all time. What we did in those canyons was so sick, and I really wanted to do it again, so I was like, why not trying to make a better version of that first DJI FPV video, which would have, I mean, eventually we need to have Nicolas Gaillard here, who is probably the best FPV pilot I know.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna have a few friends back at the other spot. But first of all, we're gonna try that Avata here in the area just to see how much we can fly that thing, how much we can control it with that new motion controller. Let's try to do a few shots around the car. Maybe we fly through the car. Let's see how it goes. Actually, first of all, because we're in France, do you want help? Cheers to being in France.
Cheers. Toggle joystick to perform easy accro actions.
Okay, now we're about to try for the first time the easy accro function that this new drone has. Apparently it's supposed to be able to flip and do a bunch of accro stuff automatically. Oh!
Let's try again.
Yeah, bring it even closer. Oh! This is actually pretty fun. Who would have believed it that you could just be like, no skill, no goggles, and just make proper flips. So if you're new to FPV, this is the usual remote you get when you fly FPV. And eventually, as I said earlier, DJI is really into trying to change the game by creating this motion controller that looks like a joystick. But what if I would try to make my mom fly through the car with that one? Would that work? And it is going straight in. Look at this mom flying the Avata. Is she gonna make it through the car? Yes! And it's out! And it's out. First time ever flying a drone. So now you can see the motion controller is actually pretty easy to use. Ah, she's going back now. She's going back. Look at this. Flying in, flying in. And flying out. Bravo maman. Bravo, c'est bon. Ticked off. Okay, test number one. Oh!
Faudra pas tomber là.
And we are back in Gorges du Verdon, as you can see in the back. And this is where we filmed in, when was it? February 2020, I think. This first video that I showed earlier, riding in this Gorges du Verdon in the canyon here is just insane. So we have to come back here to make it happen. And I can tell you, the water is cold. It's not as cold as it was in February because eventually now we're in April, but still it's gonna be chilly, but the sensations of riding into that is worth it. Nico is still here. We have Bastien here helping us today and riding as well, and the Gaussian's brother that helped us on the Avata 1. So we have like basically the whole family is back together to shoot the Avata 2 today. And yeah, let's get the croissant. You know, you're in France where everything is surrounded with croissant. Allez,
Man.
cheers Tim.
Ah, bon.
Allez.
Yes.
And today we have a van loaded with good stuff. 2 flight boards, 2 Awake, gazillions of milliampere watt of batteries. So we should have enough to ride the whole day. Look at these beauties. We have the Awake boards, we have the flight boards, and this is another Awake, a Ravic S. It's apparently their fastest and most sport version, which I'm super excited to try. I've tried a Ravic 3 really long time ago, and eventually the flight boards. If you've seen some of my videos, probably aware that I'm quite familiar with those, and I love them. So really curious about that one, and especially because it can take apparently super nice curves. It has super nice channels under to be able to carve max. It looks insane. Now that the sun is up, we should have a good amount of fun. The only thing that is tricky compared to last time, and I didn't think about this, is the fact that we're in April. So there is quite a few people, and on top of that, I think it's holiday here in France. As you can see, there's people doing kayaks and paddle boards directly into the canyon, which is gonna be tricky to film because last time we had it by ourselves. If you want to come here and have the whole Gorges du Verdon for yourself, you need to come in the winter. It's gonna be colder, but it's definitely gonna be more enjoyable. If you ever have the chance, you have to give those boards a try. It's the best feeling, like seriously. These ones were my go-to last summer to just cruise around the whole bay in the French Riviera. I could go for an hour and a half, so I could go so far, stop at a restaurant on the beach, grab some food, chill in the sun, and then drive all the way back to the beach I started. But now it's action time, so let's get the Avata out and let's shoot some more. Holy good, insane. That's how it is when you use the free fly amber. Putain. If you're ever in need of a free fly amber, Bastien is your man. He has one and he can show up anywhere in the world. This is insane. 1000 frames per second in 4K. 3, 2, 1.
Merci Ben, c'était un plaisir. Salut.
Half of the team has to go. The Gaussian's brother have to go back to work. Yeah, now it's time to go ride again. Maybe we'll have to take a boat out because we want to try some FPV shots from in the gorge, which requires us to be with all the equipment inside. The canyon is so deep that we cannot get behind the turns, so we want to get those shots at the back, and we have to be there, and Nico has to fly from inside. I'm coming! Now we have a paddle boat and my legs are cooked. But round 2, let's go back in there into the far end of the gorge and see if we can get some cool shots with the flight boat. Yes. And we are absolutely not gonna paddle. The flight boats, they have enough power to pull that thing for sure. We're not gonna paddle all the way there. This thing is so powerful! So easy! I can't pretend it's me! Oh, so sick! I don't know how much more risky it can be. We have so much equipment on that little paddleboard between the drones, my full vlog camera, the Amber is worth 30,000 euros probably, and it's on that floaty thing attached to a piece of bush on the side.
That's how we do it.
And then we're in the middle of nowhere. So this is gonna be sick. Oh my god. What goes through the production is actually hilarious. You have to be here to understand how tricky it is to make those shoots if you want to really get the unique shots. I would not trust that thing to not slide off. Okay, now let's ride.
Il va tenir la cam.
Ouais, c'est bon signe. It's a good sign. I can still hold the camera because I got a little bit of a puncture, as you can see. I tried to do too many cars and it started to be too nice with the slow-mo camera. So eventually that's what happens sometimes. But mission full success. Putain, merci. Thanks for sharing the freaking waves and valley and all that stuff. I mean, it was insane to be able to ride together under the waterfall with those shots and Nicola. Holy. Can we say, we can claim it, and I haven't seen it yet, but I just saw the drone passing in front of our eyes, and I must say, I think it might be some of the coolest drone moves I've seen. I haven't seen the shot yet, but coolest drone moves, literally flying through the waterfall. At some point I was like, I think he's gonna go through my legs. I was like, get in. No, but seriously, this was insane. Maybe we actually made a better video than last time. So good. Yeah, exactly. Let us know in the comment if you think that this video was better than the previous one, and if you haven't watched the previous one, go check it out. It's up there. And yeah, let us know. And if you're not subscribed, please do so. Now let's ride some more.